This particular skull here is known as Kabwe, also called Broken Hill.
In the heart of what is now known as Zambia lies a discovery that has fascinated generations. A miner stumbled upon a skull, ancient and mysterious, belonging to an early human ancestor. This extraordinary finding, linking the distant past to the lineage of modern humans, provides a rare insight into our evolutionary journey. With features reminiscent of both our ancient relatives and ourselves, it signifies a pivotal moment in our transformation and growth. What hidden narratives does this ancient relic mean? Join us as we delve into the mysterious depths of our shared history, striving to unlock the secrets that have shaped our existence. The story of Skull from thousands of years ago. Centuries ago, nestled in the heart of what is now Zambia, a story was unfolding, one that would lie dormant under layers of earth until the 20th century. This story, encapsulated in the form of a skull with a mysterious hole, has since ignited the imaginations and scientific curiosity of many. The discovery of the Kabwe skull was not just a moment of archaeological significance. It was a puzzle piece from the past, challenging our perceptions of prehistoric life. This skull, while silent, speaks volumes about the complexity of human evolution. It carries within its bone structure the tales of a time when early humans roamed the earth, their lives and technologies a mystery waiting to be unraveled. The hole in the skull, so precise and clean, stands as a testament to an enigma that spans millennia. It raises questions about the tools and weapons early humans used, about their interactions with each other and the environment. Theories about the origin of this hole range from the plausible to the fantastical. Some scientists propose that we may be underestimating the ingenuity and resourcefulness of our ancestors. Perhaps they had developed techniques or tools capable of creating such damage without leaving the telltale signs of a low-velocity impact, like the radial cracks typical of spear or arrow injuries. The comparison with the bison skull found in Russia only adds depth to the mystery. This parallel discovery suggests that the phenomenon was not isolated, further complicating the narrative. Were these incidents mere coincidences, or do they indicate a pattern or practice among ancient populations that is not yet understood? As we ponder these questions, we're drawn into a broader conversation about the advancements of ancient civilizations. The possibility that there might have been societies with knowledge or technology comparable to, or even surpassing, our own early technological developments is both thrilling and daunting. It challenges the linear progression of technological innovation we often take for granted. Yet skepticism remains a critical component of this exploration. The scientific method demands evidence, replication, and rigorous testing of hypotheses. While it's tempting to leap to conclusions that align with our most imaginative theories, the truth is often more nuanced. Disease, peculiar accidents of nature, or even unknown practices of body modification or ritual could account for the unusual features observed in these skulls. Engagement with these mysteries goes beyond academic interest. It touches on our deepest curiosities about who we are and where we come from. It connects us to a lineage of humans who lived in a world without written records, where stories were told around fires and knowledge was passed down through generations orally. The investigation into the Kabwe skull and similar finds is a journey into the heart of human history. It's a quest filled with twists and turns, dead ends, and surprising revelations. Each theory, each piece of evidence, each new discovery adds layers to our understanding of the past. Moreover, this quest highlights the role of chance in discovery. The Kabwe skull lay hidden until the right moment, when mining activities unearthed it, bringing it to the attention of the scientific community. It's a reminder of how much remains hidden, waiting for the right set of circumstances to come to light. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the ancient world, we're reminded of the importance of humility. The more we learn, the more we realize how much we don't know. Each answer leads to new questions, each discovery to new mysteries. This ongoing exploration is not just about filling gaps in our knowledge. It's about reimagining our place in the cosmos, about understanding the resilience, ingenuity, and adaptability of human beings. It's about acknowledging the complexity of our ancestry and the myriad ways in which humans have navigated the challenges of their time. A long time ago, in a place now known as Zambia, a man named Tom Zwigelar found an old skull while digging in a mine. This wasn't just any skull. It was the Kabwe skull, also called the Broken Hill skull or Rhodesian man. Found in 1921, this skull is really old, about 324,000 to 274,000 years, to be exact. Scientists say it belongs to a kind of early human called Homo heidelbergensis. This discovery is super important because it helps us understand how humans have changed over time. The skull has features that look like both Homo erectus and modern humans like us. This mix of features tells us that the Kabwe skull lived during a time when humans were going through big changes. What's really caught everyone's attention is a neat round hole in the skull that looks like a bullet could have made it. Of course, there were no guns back then, so people have come up with all sorts of ideas about how it got there. Some wonder if ancient people had some kind of advanced technology. Or maybe there's a simpler explanation like a disease that left a mark. Even though we're not sure how the hole got there, this skull is still very important for understanding our past. Scientists have found out that the Kabwe skull is a bit younger than they first thought, about 299,000 years old. This new information is exciting because it makes us think differently about how humans have evolved over time in Africa. It seems that Homo heidelbergensis might have lived at the same time as some other early types of humans, even the first Homo sapiens. This shows us how diverse and interesting our family tree really is. There's also been a lot of talk about returning the skull to Zambia, where it was found. This discussion is about more than just a skull. It's about respecting the history and rights of countries to have their heritage. Giving the skull back would be a big step in fixing mistakes from the past and helping Zambia celebrate its history. The Kabwe skull is more than just an old bone. It's a clue to the big puzzle of human history, inspiring us to keep asking questions and looking for answers about where we come from. It shows us how much there is still to learn about the early days of humans and reminds us of the incredible journey of discovery we're all on. As we look at the Kabwe skull, we're reminded of the long road of evolution that has led to us and the ongoing journey to understand our place in the world around us. Step into a past filled with secrets and groundbreaking discoveries. The terrible secrets hidden beneath ground. Finding the Kabwe skull is like opening a box from a long time ago, giving us a peek into a hidden time. Found in the dirt and quiet of Zambia's old lands, it holds the stories of many years, quietly showing us how time moves on. This old piece, hidden in the ground until we found it, helps us feel connected to the people who lived a very long time ago. It shows us how complicated the story of humans growing and changing over time is. The intrigue surrounding the Kabwe skull is not just about its age or origins, but about the perplexing hole that mars its surface. This feature, so precise and unnervingly reminiscent of a modern gunshot wound, catapults the skull from a simple archaeological find to a subject of profound mystery. It challenges our understanding of early human life, prompting us to reconsider what we thought we knew about our predecessors' capabilities and technological advancements. Amidst the swirling theories and conjectures, the notion that our ancient ancestors may have possessed knowledge or tools that mirror or even surpass our early technological developments is both fascinating and unsettling. It propels us to question the narrative of human progress, suggesting that our journey may not have been as linear as previously believed. Could it be that civilizations, now lost to history, once flourished with knowledge that has since been forgotten? However, the path to these answers is fraught with uncertainty. For every hypothesis that leans towards the extraordinary, there are counter-arguments grounded in scientific reasoning. The absence of additional evidence, such as similar wounds on other ancient remains or artifacts that could support the existence of advanced weaponry, leaves room for doubt. The possibility that the hole was caused by a disease, an accident, or even a ritualistic practice cannot be discounted. Moreover, The implications of the Kabwe skull extend beyond the scientific community. It has ignited a conversation about the stewardship of our shared heritage and the ethical considerations surrounding the possession and display of artifacts. Zambia's call for the skull's return underscores a growing movement towards repatriation, recognizing that these relics are not merely objects of study, but are intrinsically linked to a nation's identity and history. This dialogue between nations and institutions about the fate of the Kabwe skull and other cultural artifacts is emblematic of a larger shift in how we approach the legacies of the past. It is a reminder that the stories we tell about human history are not just about bones and artifacts, but about respecting the memories and histories they represent. As the debate over the Kabwe skull continues, it serves as a catalyst for broader discussions about our origins, the development of societies, and how we curate and care for the remnants of bygone eras. Each theory, whether grounded in science or speculation, adds another layer to our understanding, encouraging us to look deeper and question more. In the end, the Kabwe skull remains an enigma, a puzzle piece from the past that doesn't quite fit into the picture we have of human evolution. Its true story may never be fully uncovered, lost to the sands of time. Yet, its discovery has opened doors to new lines of inquiry, challenging us to think critically about the past and how it shapes our understanding of humanity. The quest to unravel the mysteries of the Kabwe skull and similar finds is more than an academic pursuit. It is a journey into the heart of what it means to be human. It reflects our innate desire to connect with our ancestors, to uncover the roots of our existence, and to understand the forces that have shaped the human experience. This journey is filled with uncertainties and contradictions, a testament to the complexity of the past. It is a path that winds through the shadows of history, guided by the faint light of curiosity and the pursuit of knowledge. Along the way, we encounter stories of survival and innovation, tales of loss and rediscovery, each adding depth and color to the tapestry of human history. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of our ancestors, we are reminded of the resilience of the human spirit, the boundless capacity for ingenuity, and the enduring quest for understanding. The Kabwe skull, with its silent stories and hidden truths, invites us to continue this exploration, to keep seeking answers, and to marvel at the wonders of the human saga. In this exploration, we are not just uncovering the past. We are also reflecting on our present and contemplating the future. The artifacts we unearth and the mysteries we ponder tell us as much about ourselves as they do about those who came before us. They challenge us to consider the legacy we will leave behind and the stories that future generations will tell about us. Imagine walking into a place full of old treasures, where every item has a secret story, finding hidden histories in museum corners, walking into the hallowed halls of the Smithsonian or the Natural History Museum in London. One can't help but feel a sense of awe at the vast collection of human history housed within. Each artifact, each fossil tells a story, a narrative of our collective past, our struggles, our achievements, and our mysteries. Yet, amidst these treasures of antiquity, certain peculiarities lie in plain sight, their strange tales whispered only among those who dare to question. This reticence of major museums seems almost deliberate to delve into the peculiarities of certain ancient discoveries. It's as though they tread lightly around the edges of history's mysteries, perhaps wary of the Pandora's box they might open. Could it be a fear of venturing into speculative territory, or is it an acknowledgement that some questions have no easy answers? This cautious stance only fuels the fire of curiosity. The public, hungry for knowledge and fascinated by the enigmatic, finds itself drawn to these oddities. Discussions ignite, theories abound, and the line between historical fact and imaginative conjecture blurs. Are we on the cusp of rewriting history, or are we merely peering through a lens clouded by our desire for a more fantastical past? A long time ago, people discovered the Kabwe skull and other really old things. These finds give us a peek into how clever ancient people were. They knew how to work with different materials and came up with ideas that even today's technology is built on. Take, for example, making paper in China around the year 105. This was a big deal because it changed how people kept and shared information. Instead of using heavy and hard-to-move materials, they used things from nature to make something light and easy to carry that could hold writing. This spread all over the world and changed how people communicated, learned, and kept track of knowledge. Just like that, ancient folks figured out how to control water to grow food and support lots of people. They built simple water channels and more complex systems like the Qanat in Persia. This showed they were really good at solving problems and making life better in dry places by moving water to where it was needed. Then there's metallurgy, which is all about making stuff from metal. This let people make stronger tools, weapons, and beautiful things out of metals, like gold, silver, and bronze. This shows not just their smarts, but also their creativity. Later on, inventions like the machine that made paper fast and the use of wood to make paper cheap came from these early metalworking skills. This shows how one smart idea leads to another, making things better over time. Navigating the oceans was also key to exploring and trading. Ancient people looked to the stars to find their way across the sea. The astrolabe, a tool that helped them measure where the stars are, is proof of their deep understanding of the sky and seas. This tool helped them sail safely and confidently to new places. Some ancient inventions were so ahead of their time, like Greek fire, which was like an old-timey flamethrower that worked on water. This shows how advanced ancient chemistry was. Roman concrete is another example. It was so strong that buildings made from it are still standing. The secret recipe made it super tough against time and weather. The Baghdad battery might even show that people back then played around with electricity way before we thought anyone knew about it. This kind of experimenting and inventing is amazing to think about. Let's explore how people long ago made amazing things, showing their smarts and skills. The crafty hands of ancient Egypt. In Egypt, talented workers knew how to shape all sorts of stones, using special materials to drill and polish them. This wasn't easy, especially with the hard stones they worked with. The fancy drill marks on some Egyptian stones show they had some top-notch skills and tools we're still trying to understand. The Kabwe skull, also known as Broken Hill 1 or Rhodesian Man, represents a pivotal chapter in the story of human evolution, showcasing our deep-seated curiosity and the complexity of our ancestry. Discovered in 1921 by a Swiss miner in the northern Rhodesian Broken Hill mine, this skull has intrigued scientists for over a century, symbolizing a bridge between ancient and modern humans. It's considered one of the best preserved hominin fossils from its era, approximately 300,000 years ago, and belongs to the species Homo heidelbergensis, though it once led to the naming of Homo rhodesiensis. The Kabwe skull shares features with Homo erectus, such as a prominent brow ridge and a large brain case, while also displaying characteristics akin to modern humans, including a flatter face. This blend of traits underscores the evolutionary link between early human ancestors and our lineage. Recent studies, many utilizing CT scanning data, have furthered our understanding, though the exact relationship of the Kabwe individual to Homo sapiens and Neanderthals remains a matter of debate. The journey of the Kabwe skull, from its discovery to its current residence in the British Museum, reflects broader themes of colonial history and the ongoing dialogue about the repatriation of cultural artifacts. Zambia has sought the return of the skull since the 1970s, citing various international laws and colonial-era regulations, such as the 1912 Bushman Relics Proclamation. These efforts gained momentum with the support of UNESCO and the agreement of the UK to engage in negotiations. Beyond its scientific value, the Kabwe skull story intertwines with the darker aspects of its discovery site's history. The Broken Hill mine, operated until its closure in 1994, has left Kabwe as one of the most polluted cities globally, with significant health impacts on its residents due to lead contamination. This environmental legacy adds a complex layer to the narrative, juxtaposing the quest for knowledge about our past with the consequences of industrial exploitation. The journey into our past is not a straightforward path. It winds and twists, branches off into the unknown, leading us through a maze of history and mystery. With each step, we're reminded that our understanding of human history is incomplete, a work in progress. We're detectives in the grandest investigation of all, piecing together the puzzle of human existence. And so, we're drawn deeper into the abyss, our curiosity insatiable. The more we uncover, the more we realize the vastness of what remains hidden. History, it seems, is not a single narrative, but a tapestry of stories, interwoven and complex. Each artifact, each fossil, is a thread in that tapestry, a piece of the puzzle that is our shared human heritage. But this quest is not without its obstacles. The deeper we delve, the more we encounter the limitations of our knowledge, the biases that color our interpretations, and the uncertainties that cloud our understanding. Yet, these challenges do not deter us. Rather, they propel us forward. For it is in seeking that we grow, in questioning that we learn. Amidst the grandeur of these museums, amidst the silent witnesses of our past, we are reminded of the enduring power of human curiosity. These institutions are not merely repositories of history, they are beacons, guiding us on our quest for knowledge, inviting us to explore, to question, and to marvel at the richness of the human story. As we traverse this landscape of history and mystery, we discover not just the relics of the past, but also the reflections of ourselves. Our search for understanding, for connection, for meaning, mirrors the very essence of what it means to be human. In the face of the unknown, we persist, driven by a deep-seated need to understand our origins, to know our story, and perhaps in the end, that is the greatest discovery of all. Beyond the artifacts and the fossils, beyond the mysteries and the speculations, lies a deeper truth about our nature. Our relentless pursuit of knowledge, our insatiable curiosity about the past, is a testament to our capacity for wonder, our desire for connection, and our quest for understanding. In the silent halls of these museums, among the relics of ages long past, we find not just echoes of ancient civilizations, but also the whispers of our own journey. It's a journey that spans millennia and continues today as we stand on the brink of new discoveries, ready to unravel the mysteries of the past. Now, there are other horrible skulls that have left scientists with a lot of questions. The tale of Peru's giant dolphin. In the year 2024, a team of scientists uncovered something truly remarkable in the depths of Peru's Amazon rainforest. They found the ancient, fossilized remains of a huge dolphin's skull. This was no ordinary find. The creature, now given the name Pebenista yacuruna, was a giant among its kind, a river dolphin that roamed the waters about 16 million years ago. What makes this discovery so special? Well, for starters, this particular dolphin was enormous, measuring up to 11.5 feet in length. To put that in perspective, it was longer than most vehicles that we see on the road today, cruising through rivers instead of streets. But there's an even more intriguing aspect to this discovery. The modern-day relatives of this ancient giant live far, far away, more than 6,200 miles distant in South Asia. This fact alone paints a vivid picture of how different our world used to be. Millions of years ago, the team of researchers led by the dedicated Aldo Benitez Palomino theorizes that these ancient giants might have originally lived in the sea, but eventually ventured into rivers in search of food. This theory is supported by observing the lifestyle of the few river dolphins we have today, although they are under dire threat of vanishing from our planet. The tale of how this discovery came to be is just as fascinating. Back in 2018, when Benitez Palomino was still a student, he came across this significant find during a field expedition. It began with the sighting of a piece of a jaw, which he immediately recognized as belonging to a dolphin, thanks to the distinctive arrangement of its teeth. This moment of discovery was not merely a stroke of luck, but the culmination of relentless search and study efforts by a group of scientists passionate about uncovering our Earth's ancient stories. The unveiling of Pebenista yacuruna serves a purpose far beyond adding a new chapter to our history books. It serves as a stark warning. The river dolphins that grace our waters today are teetering on the brink of extinction, their survival threatened by human activities such as urban development along riverbanks, pollution, and mining. These actions are destroying their habitats and making it increasingly difficult for them to thrive. Tragically, the baiji, a river dolphin species that once inhabited China's Yangtze River, has already been lost to extinction due to such pressures. Experts are sounding the alarm that we could witness the disappearance of all river dolphin species within the next 2 to 4 decades if we do not alter our approach to managing their environments. The story of the giant river dolphin from millions of years ago is not merely a tale of curiosity, it's a crucial message. It's a reminder of the precious river dolphin populations we are fortunate to still have amongst us today, but whose existence depends on our actions to protect their natural habitats. Aldo Benitez Palomino and his team made a discovery that has everyone talking about the ancient animals that once lived in the Peruvian Amazon and how important the study of fossils, or paleontology, is in Peru. They found remains of the biggest freshwater dolphin ever known, named Pebenista yacuruna, which lived in the Peruvian Amazon 16 million years ago. This discovery shows how rich and varied the ancient life in this region was. The dolphin, which could reach lengths of up to 11.5 feet, not only shows us the diversity of life long ago, but also makes us think about how animals like the river dolphins in South America and South Asia are related. It suggests that the story of how freshwater dolphins evolved over time is filled with twists and turns. The area where this discovery was made used to be part of a vast wetland called the Pibas System, which stretched across what we now know as the Amazon Basin. This ancient wetland was a mix of water and land environments and was teeming with life, including the gigantic Pebenista yacuruna. Around 10 million years ago, the Pibas wetland transformed into the Amazon River system we are familiar with today. This change led to the disappearance of some species, like the Pebenista dolphin, and the emergence of new ones, including the ancestors of the Amazon River dolphins we see today. In the heart of Peru, a land bursting with ancient secrets, scientists like Benitez Palomino are unraveling tales as old as time itself. Peru emerges as a hidden gem, brimming with fossils scattered from its vast deserts to the lush Amazon. These remnants whisper stories of ancient creatures and lost worlds, offering a glimpse into a past vibrant with life and tumult. But the intrigue doesn't end with mere history lessons. These discoveries serve as a stark reminder of our present duty to safeguard the diverse tapestry of life that surrounds us. Among the sands and soils, tales of giants like the Perusatus colossus, a behemoth that may have tipped the scales as the heaviest creature to ever roam the earth, and epic skirmishes between ancient sharks and whales paint a vivid picture of a Peru teeming with life and drama. This quest for knowledge isn't just about peering into the past. It's a call to action, urging us to preserve the wonder of life for generations yet to come. What ancient techniques are still a puzzle to us, and how do they link us to old times? Hit like and subscribe to uncover more about history's unsolved mysteries.